Hello crafty friends, welcome back to another tag video. This time I'm gonna use one of the tags from the kit that is made in watercolor paper. The watercolor paper is quite thick, 300 grams, yeah, so it's pretty good for any type of mixed media technique. I'm gonna use a piece of acetate and I'm gonna use this, spread some ink on it. I'm using Memento. I'm gonna give a description of all the supply I use it down below. I was gonna use blue and green to create a very fast watercolor base background. Super easy. The acetate is A4 size, and you'll find one as a little gift inside the kit. So I spray some water and then I'm gonna just smooth the tag down, pressing a little bit and lift it up, and already the result already is quite nice. I'm gonna get a couple of more spread after. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. Actually, I'm not gonna let it dry because I'm very impatient, so I'm gonna use my heat gun and quickly dry it off a bit, and then I'm gonna put some more of the remaining of the watercolor of the ink on the directly on the tag. It does more drastic results when you let it dry a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another little here and there, just to cover some bits, and a little bit on the corner. That's it, a bit too much. Let's take it off with a wipe. Okay, I think I like it like that. I don't want to do too much, so I think I'm gonna leave it like that. On the side, let's clean it, clean the acetate, and then I can carry on with the next step. Get clean with the wipes as usual. Now I'm gonna dry off this one again. Usually when you dry off watercolor paper, it tends to twirl a bit. So what you can do is just turn it on the other side and it the other side as well, so it kind of come back to shape after a while. There you go. And I put it on the side. Another bit of cleaner just to avoid any mess later. I'm gonna use the stamp set kit. I'm using 3 stamps from it. The little cute cat inside the boot. There you go. I stamp it with the Memento ink, and now I'm gonna stamp this, the little sentence, "Make me smile." There you go. Give a nice impression. I like this ink. My coloring skills are not exactly great, so I'm gonna do a very quick coloring using pro markers with not too much blending. And what I do so you can listen to some music. So I'll talk to you in a minute. Bye. And that's it. As you see, very, very quick and easy. I will cut it off. As I usually I try the color before on the paper to make sure they match or they look nice. So I will cut out the sentiment. It's very small, so I wouldn't bother with the trimmer. I just go directly with my scissors. There we go. And then I will fussy cut the cute little kitten on the boots. There you go, and leave it on the side. Sorry, I jumped directly. Now I will work on the tag a bit more using the stencil, one of the stencils that come in the box in the kit is the wall one, and this time I'm gonna use it with some paste, so to give you some. So the paste is the very inexpensive. I found it in pound shop, so just £1 for a lot of paste. What you need to do is just to soften up a tiny bit if you need it. Sometimes they don't. So just, you can add colors in it, you can do whatever you do with embossing paste, but I will leave it as it is. I want a bit of grungy look, so not too white. It dry white, but if you want it, you can make it even more white, adding some gesso in it, but I don't need to do that. So just simply spread some on one side, yeah, and then I'm gonna go maybe on top, yes, I add some more over there. There we go. It's just some multi-purpose filling, so you find it everywhere. There you go. Of course, it's not as professional as certain as embossing paste, but I'm happy with it. When it's fresh, you can remove the excess. So if you made some little mistakes, you can correct them very easily. There we go. I remove that as well, and that as well. Remove that. Yeah, I keep that. Okay, so I will let it to dry. Not naturally, because I'm very impatient, so I'm going to use my heat gun in a minute, but on the while I'm just going to clean the mat. So now that it's clean and dry with my heat gun, I'm going to add some splashes. Just a bit of ink and water with my inexpensive £1 water dispenser. And now with a little brush, I'm just going to splash around. Tiny little spots. And they are a bit too bright, let's say too light in color, so I'm gonna add some more ink, and with less water I'm gonna splash some of that. That's it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one on the side 1 second just to clean that. I love my wipes. So with the Distress Oxide green color, I will tell you on the description you can find the color. I will go all around and distress and darken a bit the borders, making more stand out. And I'm gonna go a little bit inside as well, just to make the wall slightly more dirty, more grungy looking, more city looking, let's say. That's it, I'm happy with that. So I put everything away, and yeah, I think it will work. Now I'm gonna use the little cat paw that is part of the stamp set. It's so adorable. And with the Memento Jet Black ink, I'm just gonna go around here and there and make some cat passage. Here and a bit like that. Go straight up. And probably another one. I'm gonna clean the things was a bit dirty. And another one there. And then maybe going down on the other side. Or like that, yeah. To just going along. Very good, going here and there the cut. And then here I made a big mistake. I decided to go there, but I didn't give a good impression and decided to go on top of it, and that kind of ruined it. So be careful when you do things like that. But anyway, I don't mind it too much, so I can carry on. I'm gonna clean up a bit of a mess I made on the wall. As I said, I don't mind too much. It's a dirty wall in the city, so it's fine. Okay, so I will go all around with my black jack, my black ink pen, just to do some fox stitching, and I'm gonna attach the sentiments there, and I'm gonna use some of the big letters that come in the kit. I'm gonna put it there, yeah. So unfortunately, ran out of battery, the camera didn't realize, so I missed some parts, sorry. Anyway, I'm attaching with some foam the cut. You can see I've done already the stitches and attached the sentiment. And I'm gonna use 3 of the large size letters that come in the kits to spell the word U. I'm gonna start with the middle one and using Glossy Accent again, just to gluing down, just in the center, more or less where I want the right word. There you go. And the Y. The Glossy Accent, a very strong adhesive. There, okay, and now the U, last letter. Okay. Now, to keep it in place, I'm just gonna put for a few minutes acrylic block on top, just to let it dry like that for a few minutes. And on the one end, I'll clean it up. Now, this should be now safety glue, and I'm gonna go around with my white uniposca just to highlight some details on the pose and on the words U. Just tiny little dots of white, just to give a bit more volume. I gave some details on the cut as well, on the boots, sorry. There you go. And now the word U will be the final step, I think. Just looks a bit like snowy. I need to go around a couple of times on top of it because it's not super white straight away. The cover is a bit, I think I have to shake it a bit more. Anyway, but now I'm happy with it and I like the results, so I consider the tag done. Thank you so much for joining me today again, and I hope you got inspired a bit, have fun, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much. Bye!